Hi guys, LeMonde here. Today I'd like to talk to you about reasons why we get upset, why I get upset, why you get upset, why other people get upset. There's been a fair bit of study on this topic, why people get upset, and it tends to come down to one of three things. And here are the three things. First of all, there is an undelivered communication. So communication issues. Maybe you wanted to say something and you didn't. Maybe you thought you said something a certain way and you didn't. Maybe the other person wanted to say something to you and they didn't. So there's a missed communication. So there are communication issues that are going on there. It's an undelivered communication. The next one is number 2, which is thwarted intention. So with a thwarted intention, you'd hoped something that you did would go a certain way and it didn't. And so you get upset about that. That's a fairly obvious one. I think we've all fallen into that sort of trap. I know I have. The last one is an unfulfilled expectation. So we might go somewhere and we expect something to happen, or we meet a person, we expect them to say something. So there's this expectation and it just doesn't happen. And so we get upset. We might go, well, why isn't this person doing this? Isn't it obvious they should be doing it or saying it? And so we get upset at them, or they get upset at us because there is this unfulfilled expectation going on. And that's quite a common one actually, because we all want people to do things in certain ways, but we try and do that mind reading trick where they should know what I want in advance without me having to tell them. So there's that miscommunication there as well. So we've got those three things: an undelivered communication, a thwarted intention, and an unfulfilled expectation. They are the three main things that you'll find in life that will cause upsets. And upsets can be anything. They can be from minor frustrations to major anger and violence sort of issues. People yelling at each other. So all of those things can be caused by the unfulfilled expectations, the thwarted intention, and the undelivered communication. So let's say we got into an upset. We are usually upset, as I said, because of those three things, but also because of the colouring of our past. We have a past, all of us have pasts, and yep, you know where I'm heading with this one. Something in our past is causing us to act in a certain way. For example, let's take the last one, an unfulfilled expectation. We expect someone to act in a certain way because that's what we've learned from the past, or we've seen someone else in the past do it that way. So we have this expectation, it's all going to happen this way. Maybe you prepared something or brought something along, prepared yourself to react, who knows what it is, but the event doesn't turn out like you had expected. And that's because of our past coming in and colouring the whole present. So the past affects our present and helps to really bring that upset out and magnify it quite often. So now we're in the upset. It's because of our past. What can we do in that moment then? Well, probably the best thing we can do, if we're aware, is to say, I need some space, but I promise I'll get back to you. So walking away, fighting, being angry, or just clamming up, which is known as the fight, flight, or freeze response, usually doesn't help. Things just get worse because the other person has their own things going on. But look, if you can do even better than that, then you try and find someone who will listen to you, explain what's going on, or listen to the person that is being upset if you can. Just try not to take it personally. Again, taking things personally, things escalate and get out of hand. If none of that happens in that moment, then when you've calmed down, try and get to the bottom of why you got upset. The reason you got upset is never that superficial thing. So it wasn't because Auntie Jo didn't act in a certain way. It's because usually there's things like feelings of I wasn't seen, I wasn't heard, I didn't feel safe, I didn't feel respected. Those sorts of issues usually crop up for us. So try and find out, work out for yourself with a discussion, again with someone who will listen, And that could be a friend, a relative, a colleague, or just a stranger or your partner. Try and find out what is the underlying issue, what caused that upset, and then next time make a promise to each other, make a commitment to each other that next time it happens that this will go down this way, and do your best to try and honor that commitment. For example, I'm going to take a time out, but I'll come back to you. Or you tell me that I can see something's going on, talk to me, and you will listen. Those are the best ways to work those sorts of upsets out. Look, I hope this has helped you, and I wish you all the best in your life. And I really want you to thrive, have the best relationships throughout your life, both intimate, personal, friendships, and at work. So this is LeMonde signing off and wishing you all the best. Thank you for joining me.